All right, everybody. So it's been 4 weeks now. Today is May 22nd, 2023, Monday. We've been out looking for blacks over on the basically the eastern side of northern Michigan. No luck there. We finally got rain about 4 days ago. It's about the time for whites, and figured we'd go out and check today. Finally getting some. Holy, we didn't find a single black. I found a whole bunch of the falsies over there. But here we go. Just like I said in last year's video, we got a dead elm. All right, you should be able to see it right here. And I just kind of wandered up here, nice and slow, and just being careful where I lean down. Got one here, one right there. There's at least one right over there that I can see. The camera's not that great at it. So the dead elm trick is still working for now. I have noticed that the bigger the dead elm, the better. So the way I identify these elms, it's got you can see the bark here, but it's kind of soft and squishy. See how my thumb is kind of squishing into it? This is the slippery elm. I'll have to double check, and I always get them mixed up. Slippery is there's red and white elm. I want to say it's the red elm is the slippery elm, but I'll have to double check that. I'll put a little caption up. So I figured I'd point one other thing out, distinguishing the elm tree versus what I believe is called the bass tree and a ash. Ash is a much harder and much more diamond-shaped groove in here. The elm, it's usually rough like this. See, it's kind of flaky and it's a little bit squishy. The ash is very hard. It's kind of slick on the outside. Not slick, but not like this. Not big flakes like this. But the lugs, the deep grooves on ash, but they're mostly gone up here in northern Michigan. Now these guys right here, these are basswood. And they almost always grow in a clump. 1, 2, 3, 5. I've seen 7, 8 growing out of the same root ball. But you see how, yes, it is flaky, but they're vertical grooves, whereas the elm has more connecting grooves. So basswood, multiple trunks per root ball. And the grooves here are more vertical. All right, so these two, we got two good sized elms here and here. And pieces broken off all over the place. And I've just about given up. And taking a step through here. I almost walked right past it. I did walk past it from the other side. I'm actually kind of surprised that this is the only one. These are some perfect trees for what I'm looking for. Get these little bugs every now and then. Surprisingly kind of dried out already, which the lack of rain we have lately. Hey everybody, so this is a continuation from Monday. 2 days ago we went out, found maybe half a pound to a pound of mushrooms. We were just on our way out, and my neighbor has property up here. Figured we'd stop in and check it out right quick. Just because I saw this big dead elm from the side of the road, and I just parked on the side of the road and wandered in here while the missus was still in the Jeep, and holy crap, I think we can officially call this one a mother lode spot. Once a year or so I'll find a spot like this, and there's just mushrooms everywhere. I've only been in here for a couple minutes, not even really picking, just trying to decide what direction I'm gonna go. And the mushrooms are just kind of like everywhere. Now they're starting to get dried out. Like we got one right here, and they're hard to see, but I'll show them as we go. There's mushrooms everywhere in here, and it's all because of that tree right there. See how the bark's kind of peeling off of it? I saw it from the road, and I'll show you that. Oh, there's two more right next to me, right there. Like I said, they're starting to dry out. Oh, there's a big one right there. So this will be kind of fun. Show you guys what I look at when I'm picking these guys. You gotta go nice and slow. I will put the GoPro back on my harness thing, whatever you want to call it, and we'll just keep it going. This is really awesome. And the best part is that this is on private property, so I can sell these if I want to. So they're literally just peppering the ground right here. A lot of them are smaller, like this one right here. I think you guys can see that, right? Yeah. So it's smaller and starting to dry out, but it's still good eating. Yeah, all over in here. This is fantastic. So cool. What a great start to the day. Oh man, I see so many of them up in there, buried under leaves. And I'm sure I've already walked past a bunch. I'll show you the tree as we go. So look at these big guys right here. Oh man, this is so cool. Look at that. Man, that's gorgeous. I told you.
Oh, there's a huge one up there.
Uh-huh. So this is where I go nice and slow. Take my little stick here, my flip stick. Just kind of rake along. Looking for more. Oh, like right there. There's one. Couldn't even hardly see it, but it's sticking out. And this is what I've been preaching, is I look for the dead trees and search there, but then keep a good clip, a good pace while I'm in the woods. I'd rather find 2 of these than, you know, onesie twosies for a week straight, if that makes sense. You know, you find one of these mother lode spots and you can get a couple pounds out of one spot. Huh? Oh, nice.
Yeah, they live here.
All right, so there's a couple right there. I just saw one buried. Oh, here it is. Always watch where you're stepping. If it's hard to get my knife in there, I'll just go ahead and break it off. Holy cow, I see so many right here.
I'm gonna eat
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I didn't go under that. I went around it and left those.
9, 10, 11, all within 6 feet of me.
I'm going up this way.
Okay, just work your way real slow and careful. So this is the tree right here. You see the bark is kind of peeling. It's definitely dead. You know, within, I'd say plus or minus a year. Definitely no leaves. Oop, even a little bitty guy here. This is where it's almost worth it just to get on your hands and knees.
I've been down to kind of...
Got to be careful. The beehives are right here too. So we've got a local beehive real close to where we're at. Okay. This is the missus' first stumble upon a, what I call...
Oh, that's a big one.
I see it. The missus' first stumble upon a, what I call the mother lodes. And usually most people hike around all day and you find a couple here and there. I mean, jeez, Pete, this is crazy. Hopefully this helps people figure this stuff out. There's enough woods up here, you know, I'm not going to tell you exactly where I'm at, but there's enough woods up here in northern Michigan where you can get out and just walk, you know, get out and walk and you'll find them. Especially when you know what you're looking for. Wow, look at these guys. I hope this camera's catching this.
Were you able to see the tops of those only?
Look at that. What, when I walked in? Yeah.
Look at this dude.
Yeah.
There's another one up here.
Man alive, these are Amazing. And these are all fresh too. Not completely dried out. Look at that. That's got to be 5 inches long-ish. There's still a whole bunch right under there. Where is my flip? There it is. Let's keep working our way through here. And there's at least 3 or 4 up under there. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. One-stop shopping today, babe. So driving down the road, all I could see were the dead limbs right up in here. I'll zoom in, and all those mushrooms are right down there. So this is just that one stop. Maybe what, 30 minutes? Now that is awesome. Look how big that thing is. Amazing. That guy's probably 6 to 7 inches tall. Still nice and soft too. Some of them you can tell are getting kind of dried out, but
I'll put them in the dehydrator.
Yeah, stuff like this, you know, we'll freeze, flash freeze them, vacuum seal them. But like I said, I can actually sell these ones legally because it's on private property. Man, so cool. Okay, so this is another good spot. We were actually on our way to another spot, and the missus thought she saw like this monster morel. And I was like, well, let's just hop out and look. And no, it's probably just a piece of wood. And I was like, yeah, but I see elm trees. So we hop out. I didn't even grab my bag. So I'm just coming back from the Jeep. And wandering over here, and I see this elm sticking up here. And this is how far away I was, probably 20 feet or so away. And I can already see a bunch of morels. You got one there, a couple over there, a bunch right there, a bunch over there. Yeah, they're all over here. So this is like, this is pretty awesome. What a good day.
You want me to take the back of the tree?
Sure. Oh man, they're everywhere. So friggin' cool. I wouldn't quite call this a mother lode, but it's close.
Yeah, well, I see them over there.
Yep, they're all over the place. Right here we got a, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
Bet this is some under here, look.
Yeah, there's a big in there, huh? Oh man, look at that. There's like 8 of them right together.
I know, I can see a bunch over here too.
Holy smokes.
They're all around this tree too.
It's so crazy that this spot is literally only like, 60, 70 feet from the road. With all the people that have been out here recently. Look at this load right here. Holy crap. Holy crap. So as you can see, the tree itself, hopefully I can zoom in on this later, but there's bark gone at the top. The bottom has some loose bark. And so it's definitely dead, probably 1 to 2 years of no leaves. And this is right at the bottom of it. Holy cow. Beautiful. And there's some right there. There's one. There's a little guy over there. And this has already picked a bunch on the other side of the tree. Beautiful. Holy crap. 8. Oh, there's one right here too, wasn't there? Nope.
I found a big one over here.
There's another little one by the tree. Okay.
Did you see that one right there?
Yeah, and there's 2 right by the little
right
trees.
There.
Yeah.
Yep, I see them. Look at that guy I just found.
Nice.
That is his, guys.
I like to snip the dirt off of them. The rest of that dirt will come off in the pot, but that chunk of that root ball, I get rid of that. I just stumbled on a spot where I can't quite tell if this is animals eating it. And right down here, there's a chunk. I got all these little stumps left over. I'm just gonna pull them out so you can see them. Like this, and it just, that doesn't look like a person, but I guess it could have been. Like, who would want to waste that much meat? Because these are all good eating. Even the bases are good eating. But then the same thing over here. Got these 3 guys, 4 guys. And we are really out in the middle of nowhere today. So I suppose somebody could have beat me here, but I kind of doubt it. We're pretty far from a trail too. I mean, you know, really far. This whole area is kind of matted down. We'll keep looking though, see if we can't find any actual mushrooms. And it's a great spot too, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 big dead elm. Which, I mean, that's exactly what I look for. I suppose other people could be doing the same thing. Well, I would assume they are. But to have, I don't know, it's just in the spot where I'm at. I just can't. I've been out here for years and years and years, and I do find people in weird spots from time to time, but they generally stay closer to the trails. And just, you know, like 100 yards back, we found mushrooms. So, like I said, I don't think somebody's been out here. I think that's animals. Oh yeah, look at that big hoss. Whoo-wee. Let's see if you guys can see this. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Kind of in a neck of the woods where there's still a couple ash trees left to stand in. Most of the ash trees are gone though. Yep. That one's dead ash there. I'll show you those grooves. This one's dead elm. Yep. Oh, it's not dead yet though. I can still see the leaves up there. You can tell because it's got that diamond shaped vertical bark. Very coarse. You can see this. Very deep grooves, diamond shaped, basically all the way up. You know, probably 1/2 inch deep grooves. And I was saying with the elm, it's kind of squishy. This, I mean, other than the bark peeling off, it's not very squishy. It's pretty hard on the outside. Yeah, there's one big ash tree. Apparently, these whites used to grow around these guys quite a bit. Not so much anymore. There's almost nothing left. This is the first one standing I've seen in a while. All right, everybody. About 4.5 hours, maybe close to 5, but somewhere in that ballpark as far as what we got. So that's a pretty decent haul. I'd say maybe 3 pounds, 4 pounds. I'm just ballparking, guessing right now. Got a couple huge ones over here, you know, probably 6 inches ish. We picked up some pheasant back as well. Those guys weigh a little bit more, but I mean, still overall, this is a really good haul for us. I haven't gotten this in a couple of years. So the weather's looking good right now. Today is May 24th, 2023. And yeah, this is fun. You know, get out here, get outside. The weather today was beautiful. You know, I spent some time with the whiff. You know, it was great. So if you got any questions, you know, throw it in the comments section. I appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna do a video of how we prepare them for long-term storage and for cooking. So stick around, you know, check back for those. Good luck out there.